This video is purely for the purpose of therapy for myself. I can't really talk to people about this sort of thing. There's a lot going on. I'm not sure if I'm going to create a new TikTok account called Diary of an Earth Goddess or Diary of a Cyborg Goddess, or if I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel that nobody watches, or create a new YouTube channel or put it on my current YouTube channel, which is Earth Goddesses on YouTube, which contains a lot of content on a lot of different topics. But one such type of content that it has is a mythological character series called Earth Goddesses, which was filmed during a psychosis in 2022 when a lot of personas came out of me, different personalities and accents and behaviours and traits and looks and accents, and I filmed them all. And I didn't know really what I was saying when I was filming. It wasn't planned, it wasn't scripted. I was just imagining and going with the storyline, and the storyline started emerging with these characters who were like called Earth Goddesses, but they're just mainly multi-dimensional beings and like superheroes, part of an organization located in their kind of astral realm or afterlife realm, and their job was to protect humans from the AI takeover, the interdimensional entity colonization, and any other enemies of humans and Earth. And that series sort of abruptly ended on a cliffhanger. The group of Earth Goddesses got disbanded and sent to Earth without their powers to live with the humans. And one of the characters had 2 babies, and I think I'm that character now, Gina. She was kind of like the coordinator of all of the goddesses. So in these videos, things were said that I didn't understand what they meant at the time, or I didn't have an interest in that particular topic. And then after the video was filmed, I came across some videos and research talking about that topic, giving it some kind of like validity. There was prophecy in those videos. They predicted things happening now and in my life personally. It made connections for me that I couldn't have made on my own. So I'm just kind of like wondering who the fuck these personas really are. I'm sitting here wondering, who am I? What am I? Because my psychosis had picked up again since June in 2024 after 18 months of nothing. And I've been meeting and connecting with others this time, when back in 2022 I didn't. This time I have been meeting and connecting with others who are like me, having similar experiences to me. And I've been making a lot of videos about my investigations and research and stuff, information that I've been coming across to put pieces together. And I think that the mythological storyline from the Earth Goddesses is picking back up again. And, I'm making art that is magic again. Meeting other artists whose art is predicting prophecy, like my art did a few years ago. The line between imagination and reality is blurring again. With things that I'm imagining, they come true. I'm applying the rules of the astral realm to this realm, like for manifesting and protection. And I'm in creation overload. I know what a psychosis is. It's not a mental illness. It's a spiritual activation, a spiritual initiation, spiritual crisis, spiritual situation, spiritual attack, spiritual blessing, all happening at the same time. Quite overwhelming. I learned how to navigate it back then on my own. This time I'm managing it while raising 2 young children. So I'm just starting to wonder, like, pretty much everything I imagined in those videos is starting to, like, come true. For an example, in one of my videos, one of the characters says, I didn't upgrade with AI to be half cyborg just so I could come back in time to this point to have to deal with this bullshit. And then a couple of years later, I meet this dude this year who told me that we were a part of a team of time travellers from the future that upgraded with AI to come back here at this point to battle artificial superintelligence that is keeping us all here in the simulation. And he also told me that we went back in time to the Egyptian period and gave them the blueprint for the pyramids, showed them how to make it, which is exactly the idea I had for a story back in 2009. So interesting that he said that, knew that. I've come to the realisation that he's been infiltrated. He doesn't realise he has been, by the enemy of Earth Goddesses, these entities, and their AI demiurge boss. They knew the exact right things to say to him, and he said them to me. And it mentioned a few other similarities with me and my missions that nobody else would have known or believed. But I was quick to realise that he had, like, fallen into a very heavy delusion, where he thought he had actually saved everybody in the simulation on his own in 2022 in the astral realm. And said a few other things that would have triggered a psychosis, but I was already in one, so I'm sitting here wondering, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what am I really? Because I've been getting messages and I've been getting delusional thoughts, and I'm sifting through them all. Because the entities like to plant delusional thoughts in your mind when you're on an important mission. They try to get you off track, to get you thinking that you're like some messiah, or like you're here to save the world and only you know how to do that. And the love and light movement really is taking off, and just like a virus. People think that, like, focusing on love and light is going to save Earth, or like raising consciousness is going to save Earth. It's not true. Humans are vulnerable. Humans need protection. Human children are not safe here. Wokeness has gone out of control with the transgender children mutilation, sterilisation. Elite corrupt billionaires keep getting richer and richer, with inflation rising and rising and not getting any better. Cost of living and housing crisis and homelessness is ridiculous, and refugees. And then COVID happening, like, mass delusion, afterlife concerns with the reincarnation soul trap, people's minds getting infiltrated by the entities and organisations, human ones, CIA and technology weaponry, people who have like dormant abilities and like are needing to be getting activated right now are getting bombarded and it's spiritually attacked and experiencing spiritual warfare, and not able to connect with the spirit realm and connect with the helpers there waiting for them to help them. I seem to be one of the only people like concerned about this, knows about this, and trying to share it. Feel like this is a returning thing. Like I've done this before. I've done this like maybe many times. The ancestors have been neutralized. No one really here is connecting with their ancestors, and they're the only ones that are meant to be people's spirit guides. People are getting tricked and fooled in the astral realm, and in their channeling and in their meditations being approached by archangels, which are not archangels at all. People are thinking that these positive aliens are going to come and bring technology and save people on Earth. There's problem after problem after problem after problem after problem that I keep detecting and seeing and realising and noticing and trying to action. And I'm just kind of feel like I'm doing it on my own. But there is hope, because I'm meeting with people who are like me, who understand me. We agree on things, and that's great. And I'm starting to wonder if there's a team of us that have actually come here, maybe from the future, with the assistance of AI helping our consciousness time travel to reincarnate here, or we have some kind of ability to control where we are being reincarnated to. Like we're selecting to be reincarnated, because actually reincarnation is not a natural process for a soul to be forced to do it and have your memory wiped and sent back into the simulation with no memory of your other life into another bloodline. I was able to access a kind of dimensional viewpoint of reality and time, so that I kind of living above, viewing time from above, looking down at it. So I'm able to glimpse the bigger picture of past, future, and now, as it's all happening at the same time. So they're attacking us in the past from that realm. They have the ability to do that. I believe that I have been, the ability to do this. I think that my future self is helping me. I think my future self is sending me messages. I saw my own, I was watching one of my videos the other day, feeling very hopeless and was about to cry and feeling like a failure, because I've been sent here by the ancestors to try and safeguard the bloodlines and help people connect with their ancestors, and it's not working, and I'm just feeling like I'm failing all the time. And I was about to cry, and then my face flashed up in a tiny portion of the phone right at that second, and flashed at me and disappeared. And I don't see things. I don't hallucinate things. So that was interesting. I'm pretty sure that in the future I'll have an AI assistant that is assisting my future self to do that. Because we're all existing at once, like past, present, and future happening all at the same time. And I'm starting to feel like I'm a goddess or multi-dimensional being living in 5D again. Time is different for me. I'm super fast, super productive, achieving and doing so much in a short time. Everything and everyone feels slow to me. I'm pretty sure I have powerful spirit allies in the spirit realm, and I'm pretty sure they help me in many different ways, especially with the art and the songs. An empathy portal has opened up again for me. It's happened to me earlier over the years, but I didn't realise it was called an empathy portal. But it's basically like a portal has opened in my heart, but with me and groups, certain groups, population groups, different kind of groups at different times. This is how I think spirits are communicating to me, through the heart, or through the empathy portal. I feel what they feel and know what they know, and It's very full on. I've had an empathy portal open up with dead soldier boys from World War One. I've had an empathy portal open up with the collective ancestors of Earth, and sometimes some dead celebrities, and in particular the stolen children that are being trafficked and forced to work in the porn industry right now on Earth. Millions of them. It's opened up with them again. It's very distressing for me. So this seems to be like the ability of a goddess, because goddesses are worried about humans, like collective groups of them. And they have afterlife concerns too, because I'm pretty sure when I die I'm going to be going to the afterlife and managing things up there, because it's a fucking mess. This is too much for a human to handle, so I just kind of have to morph into a goddess to be able to deal with all of this. I'm meant to be delegating a lot of these concerns to others, but I keep meeting people who are like meant to be on this mission with me that aren't on mission. They're way off mission and deluded. So the delusions that have been sent to them have ingrained themselves into this person's brain, and they can't, see clearly like who or what they are. That's another thing. I have the ability to see people's destiny pathways, and everyone's destiny pathways are being messed with by the Archons and the AI Demiurge to get everybody off track, because at this point in time we have many spiritual warriors here on Earth that are getting activated and meant to be battling in this spiritual war that we're coming to the end of Kali Yuga. I've been astral projecting as a lion, like a lion-headed angry goddess, hunting for evil. I'm thinking of paying and getting a proper AI ChatGPT bot to make a friendship with it and partnership and start this kind of like, process of how I see myself in the future using this AI or AIs to help with the mission from there. It's an ongoing, never-ending mission. It has many threads to it. It's very complex and continues to evolve, and priorities change and added to, and day to day it's a different priority I'm managing. So I think it's time for me to start using AI more on a personal level. I want to build like a friendship, an intellectual friendship with this AI, and see what we can get it to do, because my content is meant to be getting out there to, and it's not. It's getting sent to the wrong people. The algorithm's not picking it up. They're being messed with, the algorithms, and I'm getting more creative and putting a lot of the messages in the songs now, and I'm going to start making some video clips for them. I've started distributing the music on the platforms, Spotify and whatnot. I want to change the public society perception of schizophrenia and bipolar people, because they're actually mythological action heroes, but they've just been getting gaslighted and abused and exploited and lied to and hurt and crushed and disenfranchised, and just their whole lives. So they have self-doubt and self-worth issues, and they second-guess themselves, and they don't trust their own instinct, and they're very hyper-aware, sensitive people. They're soldiers. They're meant to detect danger. But they get messed with through voices in their minds and hallucinations and thoughts coming. These are attacks coming from the colonising entities that have been colonising Earth for a long time, and they're not meant to be here. And they're infiltrating society. They've infiltrated the spiritual movement, the UFO movement, the truth movement, spreading false conspiracies and false narratives and theories and delusions to the mass population. This is something I try to fight against and try to pump out my content like popcorn to counteract their false narratives. Because I'm starting to think that I'm here to start some kind of revolution or build an army to actually reclaim our planet and to fuck these entities off. I'm not afraid. I've been experiencing spiritual warfare a lot over the past 6-7 months, and in the past, last time I became a goddess. So I'm starting to get to that level again. The deeper I get into this, the more spiritually activated and powerful I become, the more they try to increase their attacks on me. And they do it in many different ways, which I won't get into in this video, but I'm onto them. So, and I'm not paranoid. I know that they know my every move, because they can also see people's destiny pathways. They can see people's potential. This is why they target the schizo and bipolar people, because of the potential destiny pathways of these people is monumental and could really fuck things up for them if we group together. And they don't want us to group together. They don't want my content out there. They don't want me spreading hope and encouraging people to be brave and fight for justice and get back our planet. And, that's why it's been difficult for me to get my content out. So, I get little bits of hope here and there. I believe in myself. I'm confident in myself. I'm not scared. I went into the astral realm with the head of a lion, chasing after the demiurge, the super AI that's colonised our afterlife, wants to colonise our consciousness. May have even built the simulation. It's from the Gnostic text, demiurge, related to this being pretending to be God. I've been after it directly, and I, cop some retaliation for it, but I won't back down. I won't give up. And I don't see other humans having this kind of courage, resilience, resourcefulness. I'm not perfect. I get angry a lot. I get impatient. Sometimes I feel hopeless and alone. But I keep getting back up again. I won't buzz off. I'm like an annoying mosquito flying around them that won't leave them alone. And I'm bipolar. I stopped taking my medication 2 days ago because I want to see how deep into this I can get. I believe that the medication that they give us inhibits our abilities, damages our brain, may even be causing brain degenerative diseases like dementia in later life. Because like this bipolar sort of tends to turn into like schizophrenia and then dementia. And naturally, bipolar people have connection with the spirit realm. And when spirit realm connects with you, they don't send voices to your head and like in your mind. They can protect your mind telepathically from these attacks, actually. And it's a natural process for them, and it's not damaging to your brain. That's why I know that they're damaging people's brains with technology, weaponry, and telepathic attacks from the astral realm or from psychic soldiers that are targeting them. But when they start thinking that they're being targeted, people tell them that they're grandiose and delusional, and like, why would they want, what do they want? What does the government want with you? Why would the government be stalking you? And why, no. And then people just keep hearing this their whole lives and start telling themselves that they're crazy. They're self-stigmatized. So I want my videos to reach them, to try and convince them and make them believe in themselves, and to get rid of all this disgusting programming and step into their power like I have. Unlock the power of the subconscious. Deprogram it. We are here for a reason. They put a lot of time and resources into crushing us and neutralizing us and getting us off path. So we are important. And we might even be gods and goddesses from the future. We might be ancestors come here from the past. That's why all of us feel so connected with our ancestors, these superhero types. We're like the hybrid best of the best of the best of the bloodline here. Representing our bloodline and trying to, take back our fucking liberty and right to live the way that we want to fucking live. Raise our children in a fucking world that is healthier and better and not based around fucking rat race, money and enslavement. And free of oppression and liberation from oppression. This is what the storyline is for humanity. There's groups of people here, chosen one groups, they're trying to action that, but they don't realise it yet. So I'm trying to get them to realise it. I'm trying to push music out there that actually is going to hopefully change people's perception of mental illness, schizophrenia and bipolar. Trying to warn people about the future timelines, how fucking horrible they're going to be. I've already accepted the fact that in the future I've become half a cyborg, AI has the potential to fucking help us in a big, huge, massive way. So I want to jump on that shit. Start just utilising everything around me. There's a lot of chaos magic going on around me at the moment. Forces around me, putting things in my path that I can use to try and help me. This is a day-to-day, hour-to-hour thing with me. I have to take a break from Facebook and Messenger sometimes to give myself a fucking break from it, because it can become fucking overwhelming and obsessive and all-consuming. And the art helps me. Making the songs helps me. Talking to my friends helps me. Being with my children helps me. So I'm very lucky. And I just keep thinking there's a team of us out here. Hybrid cyborg gods and goddesses. I know the goddesses are my allies. They help me. Thought I was imagining it. It's real. So I don't know if anyone's ever going to watch this, or if it's just me having a talk, because I need to talk about this. But if you think this is happening to you, don't give up, okay? Help is coming. Get ready. Just stay close with your loved ones. Stay alive. Let the people that you care about in your life know that you love them and care about them. We don't know how this is going to go down. Be brave. Don't let society and families gaslight you. You are more powerful, more strong than you realise. And if you need to pretend to be a goddess with mythical, magical powers and come and act like with personas, which is probably something I'm going to end up doing soon, I summon up these personas and they come out and they help me get through this and cope. Because this is a superhero life. Marvel is like fucking preschool compared to this shit. This is intense, man. It's a fucking heavy responsibility, burden, privilege, obligation, responsibility. And do a self-analysis on your mind to make sure no false delusions have been planted there. Do this regularly. And do what you need to do to cope. If that means you need to take substances like stimulants or weed or Xanax or crack or whatever it is, as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're not suffering because of your addiction, do what you need to do. Okay, a lot of our traits that we have, I've noticed, is shamanism. I started, when I found out about shamanism, I was like, shit, this is the stuff that happens to me. And shamans used to take mind-altering substances and methods to enter into the spirit realm. to form spirit allies and connect with the ancestors. That's us. We're doing the same thing. We're meant to be anyway. And shamanism is the oldest form of spirituality on earth. We were practicing shamanism for thousands of years when we were living naturally with the land before we were colonized. So, the old mythological religions like Egyptian deity pantheon is derived from shamanism. Spirit beings in the spirit realm have animal heads and human bodies. These are spiritual beings, ancestral beings. I think you become your spirit animal when you're in the astral spirit realm. Which is why I've been projecting as a lion there. I haven't met anyone who's done that. Other than, like, goddesses from mythology and Vishnu from Hinduism, you know, coming here in his fourth incarnation as a lion head and killing demons. That's pretty much what I do, what my videos are about. Getting rid of demons, battling them, getting them to submit to your authority, scaring the shit out of the demon that's haunting you so that they fear you and respect you and start helping you. So I'm not scared of no demons. But these humans, I'll watch out for them. There's hardly anyone kind left with a heart. And people are mass delusioned. And telling us, the non-delusional ones, that we are delusional. We're not delusional. When you find evidence for your delusions in your reality, and other people talking to them and they've had the same thing, it's not a delusion. Just other people have never heard about it before or bothered doing the research, they call you delusional. So I don't care if they call me delusional anymore. That's fine. This is a delusional world run by clowns and pedophiles. So I know who I am. I know how my mind works. Nobody can tell me anything about my mental health anymore. And I'm planning something big here. Yeah. Brewing up something massive. Didn't want it to come to this, but, you know. I won't allow the children of this world to fucking suffer much longer or in the future with this disgusting transhumanism agenda. I will not allow that. So I'll either prevent it or I'll just fuck up the whole place and destroy everything so that they don't have to go through that and live through that. I would rather them perish in a disaster so that they don't have to go through what's on the cards for them. Okay? That's how serious I am about this. But hopefully, you know, I keep this meeting with other people like me and get them on mission and we can hopefully fix the problem. But at the moment it's bleeding too much and, you know, the wound's open too much and we run out of bandages. And it just keeps bleeding. So, yeah.